Alright, if you're a gamer, you know this feeling. That endless, agonizing wait for a game that's already a legend before it's even out. Today, we're diving into the whole saga of the Grand Theft Auto 6 release date. It's a story of shifting goalposts and a community with the patience of, I don't know, a saint stuck in Los Santos traffic.
Okay, so let's just walk through this timeline together. At first, we were all hyped for a 2025 release. Seemed reasonable, right? Then, that slipped to May 2026. And just when we'd all adjusted our countdown clocks, the finish line moved again, all the way to November 2026. What a ride.
You know, before this latest delay, the hype was it was at a fever pitch. I mean, fans were breaking down every single frame of the trailer, people were planning launch day parties, getting ready to call in sick for a solid week. The anticipation was absolutely off the charts.
And the commitment from some people was just next level. We're talking about permanent ink here. One fan actually got the original release date tattooed on their arm. I mean, you have to admire the dedication, even if it's now, well, a permanent reminder of this delay. Oof.
And then, the news dropped. Another 6-month delay. You could almost hear the collective groan from gamers all over the world. It was this huge moment of shared digital disappointment that just rippled through the entire community. This quote from the community it nails the feeling perfectly, doesn't it? It feels exactly like being stuck in one of those never-ending fetch quests, where you're constantly told the real prize is just around the corner. If you've played a GTA game, you know exactly what they mean.
So, with all this fan frustration bubbling up, what was the official word from Rockstar? Why would they push back what is arguably the most anticipated game on the entire planet? Again, let's take a look at what they had to say.
And here it is. Classic Rockstar, right? Full of that signature cheekiness. They're basically saying they need more time to make the game as legendary as our own terrible driving when we're ignoring every single traffic law. You got to admit, it's a pretty clever way to ask for a little more patience.
And look, we all get it. We want a polished, bug-free game. That's a fair point. But from a fan's point of view, 6 months is a really long time to wait. As this slide puts it so perfectly, even our virtual cars start to gather dust after a while.
But it wasn't all bad news. Not at all. Rockstar also dropped a little reminder of why this game is going to be worth the wait. And honestly, it's just enough to get that hype train chugging along again.
So what is this extra time actually getting us? Well, for starters, 2 playable protagonists, letting us switch perspectives for the first time since GTA 5. The map is supposed to be the biggest one they've ever made, which just means more streets to explore and, let's be honest, more trouble to get into. Of course, this all promises a whole new level of that chaos and mayhem we all love. And hey, who knows, maybe this extra 6 months is what they need to perfect the physics of petable cats. A fan can dream, right?
So here we are, we're facing a long, long road to November 2026. The wait continues, the memes are absolutely flowing, and that anticipation is still somehow building. The big question now is, what's a gamer supposed to do?
And that really brings us to the final question for all of us, for the whole community. Are you going to settle in for the long haul, just patiently waiting for what could be a masterpiece? Or are you going to start a patience % speedrun, fueled by memes and maybe a little bit of cynicism? Either way, we're all in this together. See you in 2026? Hopefully.